Once upon a time, two Zen monks were walking in the forest near the monastery. One of the monks was a very young monk, and he was full of enthusiasm and passion for the path, for the way. And the other monk, his companion, was an elderly monk, and he had been in the monastery for years and years. He couldn't even remember his life before the monastery. This was the day after a storm, and the forest was fresh. The air was pure, light. And both men were walking in silence, and they came to the river. And they saw that the bridge had been broken in the storm. And next to the bridge, there was a beautiful, slender, young woman. She was wearing her best silk kimono, and she was standing there, obviously wanting to cross the river, but not knowing how to without the bridge. And when she saw the two monks coming towards her, she smiled and called out, "Masters, do you think you could help me to cross the river? I don't want to wet my kimono. I'm going to a party. Do you think you could help me?" The young monk was just going to say that they were very sorry, but as monks, they had taken vows and they were not allowed to interact with women. But before he could even open his mouth, the elderly monk had said, "Yes, of course." And he had already picked up the young, beautiful woman, was carrying her in his arms and was crossing the river. He put her down on the other side, said goodbye to her, and came back to where his young, incredulous companion was standing. They carried on their walk back to the monastery, and the young monk didn't say anything, but there was a whirlwind of thoughts, and he was full of confusion, and how could he have done that, and such a nice young body against his, and wouldn't that jeopardize all his hard work and meditation? Why did he do it? But he kept quiet. Until that evening, he just couldn't hold it in any longer, and he approached his elderly companion and said, he whispered, "What, that woman? How could you have done that? Why did you do it? Don't you know we're not supposed to? I thought you were wise. Why?" And the elderly monk looked at him and said, "Brother, I left that woman over there on the other side of the river hours ago. Are you still carrying her?"